Good afternoon. My name is Joe Cashwell with Rotorcraft RC. Well, every year we get a customer that just wants the best. Kelly, he's getting the best. We haven't built something like this since the Garrett case a couple years ago. This is an incredible design. He just, every time we talked, he added something to it. It was daunting, but fun. Thanks, Kelly. I've been working on this case for 2 weeks. I look at it every day, and I still look at it here in awe. I mean, it was probably one of the craziest wiring jobs we've ever done. He's got AC meters, he's got DC meters. There are two iCharger 4010 duos in here, an illuminated storage door, two DX6 chargers in the upper, and this huge logo. By the way, he sent us a picture of his logo and Leland traced it for me. It came out spectacular. So once again, we have flip-up screens, we have power switches for both Meanwell 2000s. Yes, two Meanwell 2000s in this case. We have mooch jacks off of either one. We have a switch for the illuminated door, and we have a switch to be able to turn the upper logo off separate from the fans. All right, let's go ahead and power it up. That turns on the illumination in the storage door. And with the acrylic being cut, we're injecting LEDs in from the end. We did 7 LEDs on either side. And then he gave us his logo. And when we did the brush stroke on his logo, it had lines that you could see the brush stroke. So what we did is we went 300% wider on the gap in between it, and that's how we got that effect. We CNC'd into the acrylic with the black dye on it, and then we sprayed a red dye and we let it set for several hours till that cured, and then we came back and we CNC'd the brush, and that's how we got the brush strokes behind the red. That actually came out spectacular. On the AC meter, we have voltage, current, power, and wattage, and the amount of energy that the case is drawing. Then on the DC, it's showing us the amp current being drawn, the voltage coming out of the power supply, the amount of watts being used. And that's on both of these setups are on both Meanwell 2000s inside the case. So the Meanwell 2000 on this side of the case runs all of this. The Meanwell on that side runs all of that. We did tie the fans in with the main Meanwell. So if you turn on the second side without the first side, the fans won't even come on. And then up in the top we have DX6s, and he wanted the ability to have XT60s and banana jacks on this up here, just because he has some packs that are already mounted with XT60s, and he can just plug directly into there. I'm so happy with it. This is his helicopter, and it's funny because it's one manufacturer's helicopter with one manufacturer's skids, and it took me a second to figure it out, and then he said it and I said, okay, that makes much more sense. Because we do have the high output 5-pin LEDs and chargers up here, we put in 4 small fans just to keep the air moving out of the top. Well, let's go look at some of the CNC work and the wiring. 4 days to wire this case. I did not expect that whatsoever when we were first talking about it, and then as I got into it I started realizing this is basically 2 cases built into one. Ton of wiring, but came out great. Kelly's gonna be happy. Boy, I told you that was a lot of work, wasn't it? Rotorcraft RC, keeping you in charge.